In this lesson, we're going to cover the HTTP status codes you need to know about and redirects. Let's start by looking at what a HTTP status code is. When you type a URL into a browser, the browser requests that URL from the server which hosts the website. That server responds to your browser with a HTTP status code, and that status code tells the browser whether all is well and the page can be fetched, or whether there is an issue. HTTP status codes are a measure of site health, and that's why they're important to SEO. Missing or broken pages result in error codes, and that can plummet your rankings and get your bad pages removed from the index. Now, there are 5 different status codes a server can return. 1XX are informational status codes. It's basically a server saying we've got your request and we're dealing with it. 2XX are success codes. You may have seen the 200 HTTP status code. That means the request was received and the page was fetched. This is the status code that indicates good health. 3XX are redirection status codes. 301 and 302 are the most widely used codes, and we'll talk more about those in a moment. 4XX are client error codes. You may be familiar with the 404 code. This is the status code for a missing page. 5XX are server error codes. If you've ever broken your site at the server level, you may have seen the infamous 500 internal server error code. When it comes to SEO, the most important status codes are 200, OK, 301, moved permanently, 302, found or moved temporarily, 307, temporary redirect or internal redirect, 404, not found, 410, gone, 451, unavailable for legal reasons, 500, internal server error, 503, service unavailable. Now let's talk about redirection. Redirects are a way to send users to a different page from the original. For example, let's say you change the page URL of a post from domain.com/old-post-name to domain.com/new-post-name. The old post is indexed, which means it's on the web and potentially getting traffic. But any visitor arriving at that location will now see a 404 status code because that page is missing. We can use a 301 redirect to tell the browser that all traffic to the old post URL should be automatically redirected to the new address. You can even redirect an entire domain if you happen to change your domain name. Redirects do come in handy, but they're more than that. They help enhance the user experience, and they also help search engines understand your website, especially when you move pages about. Failing to implement redirects, especially when you're renaming some URLs or even changing domains, can really hurt your rankings, especially when Google discovers broken and missing links. It will also leave you with a ton of error reports on your Google Search Console. And this is actually a common problem SEOs have to deal with when doing client work. Just make sure it doesn't happen to you. Here are the 3 most common types of redirects and their meaning. 301, moved permanently. 302, found or moved temporarily. 307, temporary redirect or internal redirect. In the next lesson, we'll be covering schema markup and rich snippets. I'll see you there.